What's going on, YouTube? This is Jim Afanis. So once again, I am joined by my lovely wife, Miss Rachel. How you doing, Rachel?
Great. How are you doing?
It is a red letter day, and if you played Fallout 3, you know what I'm talking about, and if you didn't, you sure don't. We have our hands on what? What is this?
This is the Fallout 4 Pip Boy Edition,
All right.
which I was lucky enough to pre-order.
Good job. Good job.
Fortunately, so were a lot of other people.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And this is a great piece of memorabilia because Fallout, and the specific, the Pip Boy itself, the actual apparatus on your character's arm is an iconic thing. So, let's crack this thing open. Let's see what is inside.
Let's pull it open. So I am going to immediately pull off the plastic wrapper because it is extremely reflective.
It's super reflective. Now, this is exactly how it comes. We didn't open up any of the plastic. It actually came in a box with that wrapper.
Did you want to show them that?
Oh, well, it's super reflective. I don't know if anybody's be able to see.
You want to try to hang it up? I was going to turn over the back.
Good luck trying to read that. So, the big thing with Fallout 4, this is a game that's been in the making for eternity. And we got a huge reveal of it during the first ever Bethesda E3 press conference, which was really, really cool. So, the case, obviously, it's got the Vault 111 on the side, which is the vault that your character is going to take, be in at the beginning. It says for Vault 111 deployment, Vault Tek, limited issue. I thought on one side it said fits most arms or something.
It does. Fits most human arms.
Most human arms. That's good. So if you're a ghoul or a super mutant, you might not be able to partake, but that's okay.
So it's slightly unbalanced.
Or the table's slightly unbalanced. One of the two. But it's a nice case. You know, a lot of collector's editions are just boxes.
Yes.
This is in of itself a collector's edition. The box actually feels like something useful. So it's got these two
clips right here.
Two clips on the side, and you flip the clips, and what happens?
You push in the clips, and
magic happens.
It releases.
How's it supposed to be open? Like upright? Probably upright, huh?
Yeah.
You could cover my ugly face. No one needs to see it. What's inside? Tell me all about it. What do you see?
So in here we have our steel book.
Oh, Fallout 4. Now we bought this for PC, but my understanding is it's identical for all consoles. So you have the steel book. All right, here. Can I see that? Oh, when you're done. I'm sorry. Cool. This is actually really, really nice. It's got the power armor on it. Inside, immediately, what does it say? Buy the season pass.
Yeah.
Hurry up. What are you doing? Also inside here, real quick, I knew there was a map included. That's why I wanted to open this up. I knew you were quick to move on to it. Inside is a really, really cool feature. Actually, it's not the map. I lied. This is the skill tree in Fallout 4. Now, this is a very, very, very cool thing. I will definitely be hanging this up. If you played Fallout 4, can you hold that up for the people at home? Thank you. If you play Fallout 4, you will have quite a litany of skills to select from. And as you know, you are special, which is the 7 letters of the strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. And as you deep dive each of those, there are different abilities.
Very cool.
The Pip Boy is drawn in very different, unique ways. Like for the strength, he's lifting a barbell, or that sort of thing. And this is a really cool guide representation of all 100, I believe, or more than 100 skills in the game. So that's going to be something you got to display because it's very stylized art. It's very cool. All right, what else is next?
So next we got the Vault Dwellers Survival Guide.
Yep, don't turn that over because there are codes on the back.
Which gives you how to play on the computer.
If you had it on Steam, the code is on the back. That's why I said don't show the code on the back.
Now we've got the Pip Boy operation instructions.
Okay, now we're getting into something. So this I didn't even bring my phone up here. I'm always prepared, aren't I?
Yes.
I'm gonna get my phone. You talk and tell everyone what you see, and then I'll be right back with my phone.
Okay. So what we're looking at in here, we've got a disclaimer for setup instructions. In addition to that, we've got a responsibility form. So this is pretty cool. It allows you to put in all of your unique identification, your PII, if you will, your personal identification information. Then we've got a table of contents. This guide gives you a lot of interesting information about how to utilize this Pip Boy. So if you can see here, you've got a full picture of the Pip Boy Edition as well as the case that it came in. Now, here it shows how you would fit your phone into your Pip Boy Edition.
Now, I read online that I did download the app, by the way, on my phone. The S6 does not fit in there, so I'm not even going to try.
So it tells you can insert your iPhone 4S, your iPhone 5 or 5S, your iPhone 6,
yes,
your Galaxy S3, your Galaxy S4,
yes,
your Galaxy S5.
Whoa, what about the S6?
And then you can fully activate.
So fly a kite. So unfortunately,
so for those of you
who have the S6, that would be me,
who
actually.
have the S6, which is the latest Samsung phone.
Fly a kite.
Because you're not an iPhone noob.
Oh.
You're out of luck.
That's kind of unfortunate. I would never actually use this for my phone, per se. And I obviously, unfortunately, won't even be able to do it at all. But
all right,
I wouldn't wear it anyway.
So while he's talking, I'm going to pull this Pip Boy out.
Okay, is there anything else in the case? There is. I'll pull this out.
Just a little stand that goes with your Pip Boy.
That's a nice case. It's got foam on the inside. All right, that is the Pip Boy. What's inside? There's a lot of stuff going on there.
So, you open it up.
Yes.
And inside we've got, it's like a phone case.
Yes, these are different bumpers. An outer foam ring. So depending on the phone that you had. And just like you said, iPhone S3, all this different things. These are different pads that you put behind your phone to like fill in the gaps. Now, the thing that is I'm a little most disappointed about is those buttons and knobs are supposed to actually work if you had the right phone, I believe. Like, don't the buttons and knobs turn? It's made of plastic.
And metal.
And oh, it's got metal to it? Okay. So you could put your arm in and then you latch it down. Just like in this game, it's got the same thing with the little... Oh, there's more stuff in there?
It's got a little piece of Velcro in here.
Oh, that's how you slide your phone in. So your phone must be Velcro. Between the padding, I'm assuming you take the phone and like smash it in here, and then that's what slides and holds it in place. And you can actually see there's knockouts for the different phones. So, okay. That is so upside down you fall out noob, but that's okay. I mean, it's nice if you want to show everybody else yours.
That's what I'm trying to do, is to show everyone.
Oh my god, that's so enormous. Okay.
I think.
So is there different adjustment straps in there? Or is the Velcro for
I think
you?
the Velcro is for me.
Oh, here, let me help you. The Velcro is for you. Okay.
Oh, maybe.
We don't know. And then you latch it in place and lock it in place. And now you're an official vault dweller. You are now ready to go explore the Capital Wasteland in style. Now, it's a revelation, or not a revelation, it's a miracle that whoever is lucky enough to survive the vault walks around in the wasteland one of those and is not immediately sniped in the head for looking like the biggest tool on the planet. It is an amazing piece of technology in terms of what it does and how it links to the game in terms of statistics and the map and the radio and all the different the hollow lenses and stuff you pick up. But in of itself, wearing it and seeing it like displayed like this is kind of dorky. Now, it does have different dials. There's actually a tuning dial on the front. So it is true to actually what the game has. It does have wheels. It has a button with it. And it has a power button. Now, how does this actually hook up into your...
Into your phone?
I'm
not sure.
That's what I'm really curious about. I don't think we could... I mean, I have the app. The phone would not physically fit in here. I think we can agree on that. I mean, it does not. But is there a way to sync this up? Is there like a Bluetooth thing or something? Because when I got the package mailed to me, it did say there's a lithium-ion battery inside. So I'm assuming there's some sort of plug or something that the phone is trying to find. Is it a plug or?
Yeah, there's a battery in there.
And where? In here?
If you open this front piece.
How do I do that? Is that this thing here?
It's down here.
I don't know. It does look like the front is maybe removable. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that actually pops. Oh, sure enough. Okay, so real quick, let me show everybody. So it pops open, and then you can see on the inside, this case falls out, and there's your battery, and it says pull. So sure enough, so if I take all this stuff out, and I pull this out, the light did just turn on.
Yep.
So now there is actually an amber light that is indicating that the unit is powered on.
And there's one up top as
If
well.
I had my phone plugged in, it would sit in there. Let's pretend my phone is plugged in there. It's not. I don't think the game, it matters if the phone's in there. Now, is there something I have to do to sync this up to my phone? Because I do have the app installed. So let's just pretend the phone was in here, okay? It's not. It's just sitting on the floor next to me. Or on the ground here. If I open up the app, does it say? If I open up the... Because I do have the official... I downloaded the official...
Press the power button to activate.
The power button activate, okay. So it's on. My phone is loading the actual Pip Boy app right now. And it's initializing. Do I have to sync it with the game first, or... So I have this. I have two separate options. I have full screen and hardware. If I select hardware on my phone, what it does is it allows me to adjust this display size. So as you can see, there's a display side here. And if I move my phone around, you can adjust where it is. That would help you fine-tune it so it appears in the screen.
It says that there are, once you've started the application, follow the on-screen instructions to introduce your devices and connect them into a happy electronic family.
Okay, so if I hit demo mode, I have the demo mode on, but it still doesn't know, like, obviously it doesn't know that I'm plugged in. That's what I'm confused about. Do I have to actually sync it in order to do that?
I don't...
I have connection setup. What's connection setup? PC mode. So I guess you have to be loaded in the game, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it looks like we'll have to go downstairs and try that. So there may be a supplemental video. I can probably fiddle around with this later. So I guess you need to be... I thought there was an easy way to connect this right to the phone without going through the PC, but you're saying it actually needs the computer connected to it. Interesting. Okay. So I will fiddle with that. You hit the power button, it obviously turns back off. But I do believe the gauges actually work in the way they're supposed to. I do believe it actually does sink in. So we can figure that out later. We'll do a supplemental add-on. For the people at home, the magic of TV, this thing will just suddenly start working. Now this actually includes a case. Pip Boy Model 3000 Mark IV, manufactured by Robco Industries, not for civilian use. And this is actually a really cool feature. What do you think about this, Rachel? You can actually set this thing on the case. I don't know how am I doing it right. Am I facing the wrong way?
I'm sure it has little cutouts.
Let's see if we can figure that out. I've never seen a wearable collector's edition that comes with its own case or its own display stand. So now it can be displayed. A lot of the collector's editions I have, like the Destiny Ghost. Not so much the statues. Some of the other, so looking at some other small things I have. I guess just really the Ghost comes to mind right now.
The Ghost could have really used a stand.
This is cool that it comes with this. This is how it's going to sit on my shelf. I'm never going to turn this thing on. I'm not going to play with it. I'm not going to sit there while I'm playing and like, oh, time to change my weapon. Click, click, click. You could if you wanted to.
Well, you could buy a cheap Galaxy S3 and utilize it on a Wi-Fi
no desire
mode.
to do that. I actually put this little cutout back in so it shows the little guy giving a thumbs up, so it looks like it's part of the game. This is really cool. This is like more than a toy. This is actually a functioning piece of hardware with real levers and real switches and real knobs and a real battery in it.
Yep.
Wearable. So what do you think about this?
I think this is pretty cool.
This is, I would say that between this and the case, this is actually one of the better collector's editions that I have had the, the pleasure of opening or, looking at. It does feel, and it does have a very kind of cheap plastic look to it, unfortunately, because it's probably just the easiest way to mass produce it. Had the plastic been matte finished and not super glossy, it may have given more of a weathered look, because you got to keep in mind that this stuff survived the nuclear explosion.
Yeah, I agree. It's
But-
very shiny, very new.
But that's okay. Obviously, if you're in the vault, maybe it's still shiny and new because you haven't been exposed to radiation yet,
Yeah.
and it's great. The case is a really cool feature, and I really do like this. As far as collector's editions go, I would say this ranks up at one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool. You know, unfortunately, the phone doesn't fit in there, but, you know, you can't have it all.
Yeah, what I'll have to do is, like I said, when I stop this video, I'll run downstairs, I'll sync it up, and then I'll come up here. And there's got to be a way to link this up. We'll take a look at that. But in of itself, in of just a piece that's going to sit on a bookshelf, and you're going to look at it and say, oh, what is that? With the case, we always give verdicts. We always give a number. So I have a number in my head, but I want to hear yours. Of course, 1 being atrocious, 10 being godlike. What do you think?
I'm going to give this a solid 8.75.
Wow, that's very precise of you.
Yes, it is.
That's what, 3 significant digits or 2?
2 significant
See,
digits.
I failed chemistry. I don't care about that. And I know if significant digits are in chemistry, but that's where I remember them from. So I blacked that out. I'm giving this a 10. Not because of the Fallout 4 hype, but
Yes,
because
that's the real
out of
reason.
every collector's edition, I'm going to turn around and look. Dark Souls, Mortal Kombat X, Legend of Zelda,
Majora's Mask.
Destiny, The Order 1886, Batman Arkham Knight. This trumps all of those. Just because it's got a stand, it's cool looking, it's authentic, it's got a really cool case, which is like a supplemental collectible. This is actually like 2 things in one. And by the way, if we can ever figure it out, you can actually plug your phone in and play your phone with this, which is amazing.
So I agree. This is
functional.
probably one of the better collector's editions that we've gotten. However, the shiny plastic for something
Yes.
that's a post-apocalyptic game
Yes.
is not quite right. The fact that you're immediately trying to get me to buy the season pass, I would have preferred that you included that in the collector's edition.
Yeah, that was a
or
drop.
at least the first.
Yes.
The first download package, first set of DLC, which should have been included.
I will agree, because this
I didn't appreciate that. The fact that your S6, which by the way
is like the most popular phone on the planet,
is the new Samsung phone and actually came out before the iPhone 6, or at least the iPhone 6S.
I don't know. I believe it.
So I'm a little disappointed that we didn't make it work there.
I will agree with you. There are some drawbacks to this.
So that's why I'm at an 8.75.
Even if the S6 worked on this, you would never use it. You will never role play with this clunky ass thing on your arm. Your hand will be up here. You'll get carpal tunnel in the first 10 seconds as you try to dangle your fingers down to hit the keyboard, okay?
Well, that's why you have another hand.
No, you still have to play the game with your thing, though. You still have to use WASD to move your character in the game.
Right, so you're doing this.
Exactly, you're doing this. And look at that wrist just bending and dangling in the air.
But I can have it like this, so I can be playing with it here.
I will say that, like Mortal Kombat X, for example, their collector's edition was more generous. But keep in mind, you're getting the case, the unit, and a stand as opposed to just a single statue. I'm not saying this cost $25 to make, which is about the asking price of the collector's edition.
A little more.
Yeah, I'm not saying that this is like, oh, well, this is, you get this or that. But getting the steel book, getting this, there's a lot to this set. And they know that I'm going to buy the collector's edition anyway. So they already got me hooked. But to me, this is a 10. This is what I strive for in a collector's edition. I'm very proud to display this. This is definitely going to be a talking piece amongst my friends. This is definitely going to be displayed prominently in my video game collection and say, you know what? This is actually a really cool set. This is fun. People are going to be interested in this. I'm interested in this. So, final thoughts on this before we go downstairs and try to figure this PC thing out?
So Fanboy Jim has given this a 10 because he loves Fallout. You've gotten a more realistic opinion at an 8.75.
It'll be a red letter day. This is $3.
However, I'm excited to play Fallout 4. I'm going to give it a shot.
That's the bigger surprise here. And it doesn't really go in this video, but that's okay. Because I don't get you up here very often. Why do you want to play Fallout 4? Is it because of this Pip Boy, right?
No, no, it really has nothing to do with the Pip Boy.
Did the hype pull you in? What did it? I'm curious because you don't.
So
she doesn't play a lot of games. I mean, you very rarely dabble in game. You watch me play. You'll help me identify items in Destiny. You'll help me open rec packs in Halo 5. But short of that, what do you really do?
I guess I just haven't really seen anything lately that's kind of pulled me in. But I can remember starting Fallout 3 and kind of getting tired of the starting zone, if you will. It was a little bit too long for the payoff that I was hoping for.
One of the best, Chloe, our dog, is livid, but because of how silly you are. That is one of the best demos. Not demos. That is one of the best opening sequences in a game. Tutorials ever. And just opening sequence. It really paints the bleakness of that world.
I don't disagree. It was definitely very thorough. However, I would have liked them to have given me a chance to like actually do something beyond spending, the first 2 hours I played trying to create a character.
I understand. Okay.
So,
well, we'll see you in the Commonwealth then, I guess, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, you'll have to do. Are you promising that you'll do a follow-up video with me in a couple weeks to discuss maybe some of your favorite moments of the game or where your progress is or anything like that?
Yes, we will do a follow-up video to talk about my progress in Fallout 4.
That is amazing.
Provided that I can get Jim to share with me.
I said I would gladly share with you. No problem. Now, if you start to do really bad and I have to, we have to take over. But okay, well, that's, I think, it for this part of the video. I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to do a supplemental. We're just going to do a hard cut in a second, and we're going to jump over to that. You probably won't see Rachel anymore unless you want to hang out. You're more than welcome. But as always, we want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for participating in not one, but two videos nearly back to back. We just filmed the Nintendo video. Yep. Now we have all things Fallout 4. This is an amazing collector's edition. And once you start playing Fallout 4 and we do our Fallout video, you're more than welcome to revise your score and give this collector's edition a 10. And I will not even hold it against you. Okay. I will say thank you, welcome, come on board, join the family. This game rocks. This collector's edition rocks. Bethesda actually put out a product that is worthy of a day one installation. 0 bugs or glitches on the PC version. No hard reboots. No loss. No getting stuck in elevators. Nothing. So thank you, Todd Howard. Thank you, Bethesda. And most importantly, thank you, Rachel, for participating in this crazy hobby of mine and buying even more junk plastic that I'll probably never touch again.
Thank you.
All right. You want to hit stop for me? Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be right back. Hey, guys. It's Jim Afanis here. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Rachel did not want to come up here after she realized what an idiot I was. This is only a case. Apparently, all these clicky levers and knobs, so like this one, the button, this one, and this one are just for show. There's no way to sync this to your phone to actually use this as a control device. This is solely an apparatus in which your cell phone plugs into, and you have to manipulate your phone as a normal touch screen. So I feel like a fool. I was able to sync up my phone to the game. It's very simple. Within the PC version, at least, inside the options menu, there's a thing called Pip Boy support, and you toggle it to on. And then through the app, it scans for via your local network, so it has to be Wi-Fi. It finds your computer. It found mine, the IP address I had. I selected it, and it synced up. And it works okay. It's a little sluggish. It shows the map, and you can select your inventory. It looks just like what the Pip Boy screen would look like. But obviously on your phone, you can quick travel if you'd like, or just have the map open at all times just to kind of give you some situational awareness, or if you want to look at your statistics or your health for whatever reason, it's kind of like a pseudo second screen. So the fact that these buttons and knobs don't do anything does diminish the value of this slightly for me. I'm going to reduce my perfect 10 score to a 9. I thought if this worked, this would have been so neat just to fiddle with, and I don't know. I guess there's a lot more that goes into it. I was really deceived by these buttons because when I saw this thing light up and the power button, I'm like, oh, for sure, the power button has to be some sort of Bluetooth thing. So I was trying Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and all that sort of good stuff. And unfortunately, none of it worked. So anyways, that is my ultimate review and supplemental review of the Pip Boy. And all in all, like I said, it's a really cool unit. I really do like it. It's got some great features to it. And but just don't expect to use it for your IRL, as they say in real life. Anyways, supplemental video over. I am now going to bury my head in shame. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the other side.